I'm Neil, and welcome to the Dastardly Gentleman podcast. With me, I have Frank. Say hello, Frank.
Hello.
And tonight we're going to talk about hackers, or hacking in general. So, recently, the hacking business has been kind of booming. I wouldn't really call it a business, but whatever. This thing with Overwatch, did you hear about that, Frank?
I did. And a massive DDoS attack because they got banned for cheating. Boo-hoo, you violated UELA. So, cry, you weebs.
Like, so many people. Okay, if you haven't heard the news, basically what happened was Blizzard bans people that cheat in Overwatch or in any of their games, really. But basically they ban people in waves, because if you ban people right away, eventually they're going to catch on to how they're getting caught, or they'll be able to circumvent the Autobot that bans them for cheating. So Blizzard waits till like every other month or so. In doing so, they ban thousands of people at a time. So because of that, you get a whole bunch of people super pissed off because, you know, when you're not the only one banned, you and all your horrible cheating brothers get banned with you. And so you band together, and
Boo.
shut up. You band together and you're like, you know what? This must be illegal. This is exactly what people were saying. This must be illegal. We should sue Blizzard. And it's like, you dumb motherfuckers. You broke the EULA. You broke the fucking copyright. I mean, you're lucky that Blizzard just banned you. They could have fucking taken you to court. And they should have, because you're a bunch of fucking little cunts.
Yeah.
So they band together. And then they, I don't know, maybe they were hackers, maybe they got some hacker friends, or maybe they hired some hackers. I don't know. Pathetic any which way you look at it, but they decided to do a DDoS attack, which, if you don't know what a DDoS attack is, it stands for a distributed denial of service. And the way that works is they get a bunch of servers across the globe to consistently make requests on the Blizzard servers, so much so that it times it out. So for, a group of hours, the Blizzard servers are down. This sucks. I mean, it's still like pretty pathetic. They were down
It's
for.
really just annoying. I mean, like,
yeah.
it's not even really hacking. Like, that's one of the things that was coming up where they said, "Oh, we hacked Blizzard," because they're. I mean, and if you ever get the chance to Google it and look up the Overwatch ban forums and just read some of this internet vitriol gold, because like they say they don't know why they've been banned, but then they outlined why they've been banned in the same post. It's fantastic. There was this one guy I read. He says, "Fucking Blizzard, I don't know why they banned me. I only used the aimbot hack for a couple of matches." And I'm like, "You used aimbot mat for a couple of matches. That's why you've been banned." I mean, like, asked and answered. Thank you. High fives on your way out the door.
Pretty much.
I mean, that's stupid. I mean, it's amazing to me how incredibly ignorant some of these were. The massive cries of, oh, we should sue Blizzard for what? You breaking their terms of service?
Right.
I mean, like, it's pretty clearly outlined. And then then they try to get in like, "Oh, we hacked Blizzard." And like, no, you got, because there are companies that do this. You pay them, and then they've got all the servers, and then they just ping the absolute live and jump in Jesus Christ out of Blizzard, and then they mildly inconvenience some people for a little while, and then Blizzard handles it.
Yeah,
So,
they ban all of those IPs from ever accessing the server again, and problem solved.
yeah, and then so now you've just like obliterated like an entire bank of if you ever get this like a boohoo doggy bullshit from trying to like do it again, you're never going to be able to, at least not for that. I don't know. It seems like it seems like such a very sad response, considering that the game is it's not like getting banned in WoW or another MMO, like say if it wasn't Blizzard and you got banned and you had like these just hundreds of hours to getting your character just right. Because it doesn't matter how many times you play it, Tracer's still Tracer. Roadhog's hook still sucks, and Mercy is still the best support. So I mean, like, it doesn't really, you're level 300, hand jobs for all, I guess, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah. No, and you're absolutely right. It is absolutely pathetic. It's a very sad attempt, and some of the responses were like, "You've angered me for the last time, Blizzard."
Yeah,
I'm not fucking joking.
I know. I read some of those. I just like I love to imagine that this is terrible. I like to imagine it's like somebody who looks strikingly like Gabe Newell, just like wandering around their like one bedroom studio apartment with their using their sheet as a cape, being like, "You've angered me, Blizzard, and me come for you." That's how I read most of those, just because of how incredibly ignorant most of them were.
I always picture like some 13-year-old kid like just fucking, oh, I'm gonna get you, like, cause honestly, and I know it's not exclusive to children or teenagers or whatever, but they're all collectively throwing out an emotional response, which is, if you really just take a step back and think about it for a second, you had it coming, for one, and for two, you're doing nothing to hurt Blizzard, so just fuck off already.
I mean, like, really, I mean, Blizzard isn't losing anything. If anything, Blizzard is gaining substantially by banning all these people.
Oh yeah.
One, because Overwatch is, you pay, there's a paid entry fee anyway, so they've already got your money.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, win, 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 win. And then, so you chose to cheat, and so now they're banning you, which means that they're upholding their end of the bargain to make sure that the playing field is leveled for the people that aren't cheating, and the people who aren't cheating are like, Blizzard's pretty awesome. I might want to invest more in buying loot boxes and whatever through this game, and so then they're winning in every front. Your little DDoS attack, bullets against the lightning, doesn't matter, not even a little.
It really doesn't. I mean, it's a footnote in the day's news, basically. it's
Yeah.
it's just it's so sad.
I haven't really heard of like really like except for like a very few circumstances of any actual hacking. You know?
Well, that's because, first of all, people don't actually use the term correctly 95% of the time.
Well, no.
I mean, hacking is not DDoS. That's not a hack. Hacking is not guessing your friend's password or their secret questions. Hacking is literally like running a program of some sort to brute force into something and not get caught doing it. Hacking is reverse engineering code and finding encrypted hashtags and being able to decrypt said hashtags, hash marks, whatever you call them.
Pound sign.
Yeah. I mean, that's hacking. It's not what everybody thinks it is. It's like, you ever run into those stupid Facebook posts? Oh, I totally hacked my mom. She left her Facebook open. Shut up.
It just that goes back to the probably children.
Yeah.
I'm such a hacker. Shut up and go outside and play hacky sack. You go outside on the lawn and play hacky sack with all the other fucking children.
Right. And I mean, even like hacker groups like Anonymous, 9 times out of 10, they do DDoS. And they really annoy the shit out of companies.
And that's really as far as they go. I mean, they're just an annoyance.
Now, every now and then, they'll successfully pull a whole shit ton of data. Like when Sony got hacked. Or when LinkedIn got hacked. LinkedIn got hacked not too long ago. And basically, the information they got from LinkedIn was usernames and passwords. And what they did with that information is they started hacking TeamViewer accounts. So basically what happened was they would log into TeamViewer accounts with that same exact information they pulled from LinkedIn. So it wasn't necessarily hacking TeamViewer. They just guessed, hey, are you stupid enough to use the same exact information from LinkedIn as you would on TeamViewer? So they did that, step one. Step two, the idiots that left their stuff logged into like PayPal or eBay or all this shit, where the passwords were already saved, or shit, some people had the windows open still. All they had to do is, oh, I'm just gonna go ahead and pay myself a whole lot of money from PayPal, thanks. They People started losing a whole lot of confidence in TeamViewer because, oh man, TeamViewer got hacked. No, it didn't really. I mean, people were just stupid enough to use the same fucking login information on two different platforms, and B, there are plenty of security measures you could have put in place to avoid that from happening, like the fucking two-step process, the text message thing or whatever. I mean, these people didn't do all this stuff that should have been done, and then they said they got hacked. No, you didn't get hacked. You're just an idiot.
And naturally, it's not their fault. It's, it's TeamViewer's fault. It
Yeah.
isn't because, they use the same information. It's because TeamViewer let them down. TeamViewer had a break in their security and someone stole all the megahertz.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're telling me is that there is no actual hack that could have a hacker go into my computer and cause my computer to burst into flames?
There is.
I mean, I guess you could turn the fans off.
You can turn the fans off. You can tell well, these aren't very popular anymore, but you can tell mechanical hard drives to spin super fast and burn up. You can change the clock speed on your processor. I mean,
Yes, it's true.
but here's one of the biggest things about hacking, okay? First of all, as long as you've got just enough security to keep 95% of the people out, you're fine. Because the second point to that is, unless you're like really fucking important or rich or something of that nature, there's really no point in hacking you. What's the point?
Right.
I mean, to look through your webcam, ooh, I see a messy room. Like,
I would love if someone hacked me and looked through my webcam. Because I'd be picking up being like, hey boy, I'm going to show you horrors undreamed of. Zip.
We're going for a ride.
I hope you brought your comfy chair.
It's like, oh good, you're here. It just so happened I rented this goat over here. I mean, it wasn't a coincidence.
Hey guys, I'm Richard Gere, and I'm gonna make this gerbil disappear.
Oh god.
Types across chat. What are you doing with that duct tape? Shh. Shh. I want to get blood on my hands,
Gross. So, and that was a thing too. The whole webcam things was there's actually a couple sites devoted to it. It's like a random generator, and you basically click on the button, and it takes you to a random unsecured webcam. Like we're talking like not like webcam from your computer, but like a security camera, like a IP security camera.
I've actually seen a lot of those. I actually like watch them. Some of them are actually kind of semi-relaxing and sort of interesting because like the I used to look at like because I was always like like interested in different countries and whatever, and then you could look at security cameras from said countries, and so you can see it's kind of like a literal fly on the wall,
Right.
For some of these countries and kind of see how like their traffic is, how they interact, and shit like that. And it was kind of interesting. I mean, like voyeuristic, sure. I mean, kinda. I mean, not like I'm peeping in somebody's living room, but
Well, some people were doing that, and some people were doing that with fucking baby monitors, which
Now
is super creepy.
I know that I read a story about a guy that was yelling at some parents because he was yelling at them through the baby monitor,
Yeah.
and I would have probably had entirely too much fun with that.
But I mean, like, the only reason they were able to hack that shit,
Right. It's because they did something security flaw wise.
they left the default fucking credentials in there. It was admin or something like that. So, whose fault is it really? Like, it's like basically leaving your door wide open and saying, coming home from work one day and noticing all your shit gone.
Right.
Oh, you literally had no hinges and no door. Like,
Yeah. What's really important in the hacking scene, though, is to have it in your hacking group where you meet in your warehouse with all of your extra equipment and all of your monitors hanging from the walls and all of your like really kind of scraggly friends that all have like their own little OCDs and stuff. You have to have at least one super hot chick.
Yeah, Angelina Jolie.
And you have to basically have her essentially apparently according to the mythos that is TV, she must be heavily objectified. I mean, ornamental.
And it is
Head.
funny is that those shows or those movies or whatever. I mean, some of them get it right, but they still have that one super hot chick. Like, okay, so Criminal Minds and NCIS.
Don't even go there. There are so many moments in there that just are skin crawly piss me off. Go ahead.
Oh, I
Sorry.
agree. No, but they have like super hot chicks that are they're the hackers. I mean, the one in Criminal Minds, she's kind of chubby, but she's still pretty. She's pretty. She's very well done, but she's the hacker, you know. But if you look at Mr. Robot, a show that actually is about hacking, and they do it very accurately. The dude's sister is like super hot and is almost as good of a hacker as he is. I don't know. And it's funny because there's only two shows that I know of that actually capture what a hacker is. And a hacker is basically a coder. They look at code. They reverse engineer code. They write new code. But it takes a certain kind of person to be a coder. It takes a kind of person that can actually stare at code all day and not be fucking insane. Like, not go insane.
Like
And, like what?
not get bored.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and I took coding in college. I did C++ for a while, and I did like a full semester of it. And I made this like text-based role-playing game. It was like fucking 40 pages worth of code. And I'm like, okay, this is like 6 weeks worth of work. It's buggy as shit. I got a B plus on it. Hooray. I never want to fucking do this again. I will punch somebody. It was so boring. So boring. But you have certain people that enjoy doing that. And those people are typically, I'm going to offend a lot of people. No, they typically are very like, they can't pick up on personality cues or anything like that. They can't differentiate between, they're very emotionless, okay? They themselves are a machine. And if you watch Mr. Robot or if you watch Silicon Valley, you'll see those actors playing that shit off perfectly. Because I know 4 or 5 different coders that are like fucking top notch, should be working for Microsoft, that are just like that. They are just robots basically. And nothing, bad against them. They're fucking geniuses, but they have no heart and soul.
Oh no.
They have no connection with people because they're a computer. They're the machine, you know.
See, I like doing coding, and I probably am that kind of person because I also do legal research. So I can sit in a county courthouse for literally 10 hours straight reading legal documents and putting together the pieces of all that. And that's kind of the same mentality you probably have to have in order to code.
Sure. I don't
I
know.
mean, it's close because I mean, like you gotta have that level of concentration and that interest. And I did do a little bit of coding, and it gets kind of the same feel, I thought.
Well, it's a combination of things. You also have to. I mean, okay, the difference between coders and hackers is hackers are actually okay with what they're doing. Like, in a sense of they're likely eavesdropping on people's most, precious moments. And they're okay with that. So it takes an even further level of disconnection from people because like it's no big deal. I'm a fly on the wall in their house at any given time.
I'm going to watch these people fuck.
Yeah, that's fucking creepy.
You're sitting there in the middle of the night, and like the baby monitor that you have in your room just very slowly turns towards you.
It doesn't have
I got
servos or motors, man. It's not like gonna turn on a swivel.
the ones I got do.
Well, some of them do. Those are the more expensive ones.
Yeah, I know.
This fucking guy.
I know they're expensive because I fucking paid for it.
That's creepy, especially if that shit turns for you.
I swear there was one night where I thought it did. I was up at a bed. I ripped it out of the wall. I was very upset.
Did
Turns
you?
out it was just my imagination.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you seal up the holes in the wall?
Well, I mean, it was just plugged in. So, I mean, like, wasn't anything to, you know,
Oh, okay. It's not
I
Matt.
mean, I didn't literally rip it out of the plaster. That'd have been some, like, straight up kung fu shit. Like, I see that you were watching my daughter
Well, okay. So what's the purpose of hacking?
to get your dick hard.
No.
Strongly disagree. It's that sense of empowerment of that I can do it, I can do it, I can do it, and fuck you.
Okay. I'll take you at that. That is one purpose of hacking is it's just because you can, you
Right.
know. The other purpose of hacking is retaliation or revenge or just trying to make a ton of money real quick by robbing somebody's identity and bank accounts and shit. 99% of the time, if anybody is successfully hacked, it's not because they ran a program. It's not because they guessed their password. It's because you willingly gave that information to them. One of the best techniques of hacking is social engineering. And this is one thing I would like to do on a more regular basis. Security audits. A security audit starts with testing your personnel. Now, to test your personnel, you walk in, you dress up as a generic IT guy to a building, and you go ahead and sit down at somebody's desk that's not there, and you kind of look around, look under the keyboard, see if they got their password there, which sometimes they do. Just look for post-it notes, and if you can't find their password, ask the security guard, "Hey, what's where does she typically keep her password? I'm the IT guy. I'm here to, you know, do some work on her computer." Or shit, when she comes back, just ask her. She'll give that information to you.
I guess like that makes me like a terrible person
Why
because
is it?
like if I came into my office and there's an IT guy sitting in my office and I go, ha, 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 get out, come back when you have an appointment. I don't do that. I don't do not abide by people walking into my office.
I don't blame you, and you shouldn't.
I mean, like I just can't. I mean, I have like so many sensitive and extremely expensive like documents and everything else in my office that if somebody came in and they just were like, "Hey, what's your password?" "Hey, fuck you. You don't need to know. I don't know who you are. Please get out." And I know what you're saying, and it galls me. It blows my mind that somebody would just be like, "Oh, my password is just random IT guy I didn't ask credentials for or anything," and just that nobody there's zero critical thinking, and I've seen programs where this lady was a hacker, but she has absolutely well, they called her a hacker, which I felt was very strong, but it was all she did was do social engineering. She would just do cold calls to companies and whatever, and be like, "Hey, I'm Mister oh, what's his name? Is it him? Oh yeah, that's it." And then like she would just be like, "I'm here to try and help him out. I got it. I'm sitting at his desk, but I need to try to find out his password for his bank account information. Could you give that to me?" And then they just sit there and they just harangue the teller for a while, and they're like, "Okay, well, I'll help you out." And then they reset the password to whatever she wants it to, and then she empties his bank account.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, God damn. It's so people are so stupid.
And it's interesting because I will say maybe 1 out of 5 people at my work, anytime I call somebody I've never talked to before, which is kind of rare at this point because I've been there for a while, but 1 out of 5 of them will actually say, "Well, hold on, let me verify who you are. Let me call you back at this phone number that you have in Outlook, to make sure that I'm talking to Neil, the IT guy." And when my phone rings, I pick it up. "Yep, that's me, all right." "Okay, good on you." I give them credit. I really do. I'm like,
Yeah.
you're doing the right thing. And I'm like, if you really want me to, I can just change your password now without your, intervention, just to let you know I have access to doing it. So you don't have to tell me your password if you don't want to. So I mean, I give them that bit of comfort knowing that. But I'll test them all the time. I'll walk up to somebody I've never seen before, looking kind of IT-ish.
Dorito stains and Mountain Dew in hand.
Shut up. It's typically a monster. Um, and I'll say, hey, I'm the IT guy. I'm here to, get you going. What's your password? And they fucking give it to me. I'm like, and I will harp on their shit. I'm like, if I wasn't the IT guy, you'd probably be fired, right? You know that, right? Because I now have access to all this information.
Yeah.
I could be a competitor.
It could be some asshole in off the street, you know?
Yeah.
It's my last bit of money I spent on this shirt and tie. Don't look at me shoes. They're paper.
But yeah, did you see that video that Ethan from H3H3 posted about him getting hacked? Him and a bunch of other YouTubers getting hacked?
No.
Okay, they got hacked, and they all had the two-step verification on their Google accounts. And they got hacked as, very popular YouTube people. And I don't know exactly what happened to some of them. I think some of their videos got deleted, or some of them got, the ye old incorrect information put out on your YouTube to make you look bad kind of thing.
And this week, H3H talks about how to gas all the Jews.
Yeah, pretty much. But basically, the way they were hacked was to get around the whole two-step verification thing. They called their phone carriers and impersonated an employee that worked there, got a SIM card sent to them. They got the SIM card, put it in their phone, put the password in, and then they used their phone as the two-step verification. Meanwhile, the YouTube personality guy, his phone's no longer active because the hacker now has his SIM card, and that's all she wrote.
Wow. I like to imagine that said phone people kind of probably lost the job.
I doubt it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, how easy is it to just call up like T-Mobile or Verizon and be like, "Hey, I work at Verizon. I need a SIM card," and they just fucking do it. And what's funny though is that even if they say no the first time, if you call enough times, eventually you'll get somebody that'll do it. Somebody that's just new.
New or lazy
Yeah.
or having a bad day and just doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah.
That's terrible though.
And that's what it is, and that's the biggest weakness in all of fucking cybersecurity is people. People. It's like it's just like your antivirus or your fucking user account control on Windows. It's like it's only as good as you let it be. When you say, "Yeah, no, go ahead, install this program," I'm positive it's fucking good.
I don't know what it is, but yes.
I know you're telling me it's a bad thing, it's malicious, but I'm pretty sure. Let me just click on OK to everything.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
yes to all.
it's like having a burglar at your door, pounding on it, trying to get in. And you're like, hold on a second, let me open all these fucking locks I have here. Come on in. Oh, you've got a knife. Cool.
I'm not going to open the door, but I will open all the windows.
Pretty much.
That's terrifying.
Yeah, pretty much.
I wish that there was as much sexy in hacking as people seem to think that there is, but I just don't. I just don't believe that.
You mean like the guy with the trench coat and the sunglasses on, and he's going through Best Buy, typing on all the things and
Yes, that
hacking.
I would like to imagine that there's a hacker somewhere that somehow is able to hack people's clothes off. Okay, whenever I say hacker, I'm talking about like like a guy like in a room with a keyboard, not like your man on the street corner with a potato sack on his head with a hatchet in the other hand. Just he doesn't need to hack your clothes off.
I see what you mean now.
But I mean, if you're doing that, call me.
Oh man, on that note, I think we're gonna wrap it up.
I like that we're wrapping it up with mass serial murder. I guess like this whole conversation, I felt like, I don't, yeah, it's hacking, it sucks. Angelina Jolie's got nice tits though. I mean, she did then. It was back when she was young and vibrant, and that movie was still bad. And like, there really wasn't a good guy, there really wasn't a bad guy, and I really just didn't care. I mean, like, I was at the end, I was really hoping that they're like, oh yeah, we hacked everything and they know where we are, but we hacked everything and we're the best. And then I wanted the cops to come in and just shoot fucking all of them. But here's the thing. Here's my level of distaste for that movie. Even though I sat through it, I didn't know who Angelina Jolie was at the time, but yay, she got naked. It was showtime. It was like midnight. So I wanted him to come in and kill all the hackers. Then I wanted him to go back to the company and kill all the people in there too. And then I wanted all the cops to kill themselves. And then just wander the streets shooting citizens. That's how much I hated this movie. Everyone I saw in the movie, I wanted dead. Everyone. Guy walking his dog, fuck him. Kill him too. Kill the dog too. Fucking Paperboy. Pah! Oh, that was awful. Hated it.
Do you think that maybe the Matrix was spawned from hackers?
No. Maybe the second and third one. Because in the second and third one, I was rooting for the machines. Whenever they ripped that captain limb from limb in the third one, dude, I was in it because I was like, no, he's a terrible, bland character. He's got a mecha, and just kill him. And that stupid kid, that follows Neo around, fucking rip his guts out through his asshole. Kill him too. Morpheus, I want him dead by the end of this movie. Nobody killed him though.
Nobody did.
I'm glad Neo died because fuck him too.
But he died in a Jesus fashion.
I don't care. He still died. Look how much good it did Jesus. No, okay, no, I buy that. He did it in a very Christly fashion. Here's the thing, though. Jesus came up after the 3 count. You know, but Neo, he's still dead. So
he'll be back.
No.
He came back like 7 times. That was the 7th time.
What? No. Anyway, so I still wanted everyone to die. I wanted them to be all like, "Oh, the machine shut down," but then I wanted the machines to still just go around and just straight up blue girl kill everyone. They got enough tentacles to make it really good. You know what I'm saying? But they got tentacles with laser guns and like grippy arms on them. They could get really good really fast.
Something wrong with you, Frank.
Nah, man, nah. I just think about things good.
I think we need to redefine your meaning of the word good.
Here's a question about the Matrix. So, in order to defeat the machines, this is tangent. So, in order to defeat the machines, we blew up the Earth with nukes. These are robots, right? Presumably with batteries. Has any of these motherfuckers ever heard of an EMP? I mean, versus turning the entire Earth to glass. You know what I'm saying?
They didn't nuke the planet.
That's what they said.
No, they scorched the sky.
Whatever.
I don't know if that's the same thing, but like if they use EMPs regularly in that movie.
I know. Why didn't they do it though? Why didn't they do it preceding this? Major plot hole. That's all I'm saying. Because hey, let's scorch the sky and make the Earth unlivable for literally ever. Versus let's fire some nukes in the air. We'll lose like 80% of humanity. But we'll still be human. We'll still have humans. We'll still have the planet. Build shit up again. Stupid.
But then how will you learn Kung Fu?
Probably the same way that most other people do.
The slow way? Fuck that.
I want it uploaded into my Matrix so that whenever I bust out my Kung Fu in my IRL body, I do just like everyone else and get a big-ass hernia. Like, hammer fist. Oh, God, my back.
I'm too old for this shit.
Like, oh, dude, I know Kung Fu. I'm also like 46. I should probably not do Kung Fu. I'm 46 and I just did Bill and Ted. I should probably quit my job.
No, man. John Wick was good.
John Wick was super good. John Wick was the Matrix I needed. And I liked most of the first one. Agent Smith made the movie. All 3 of them.
I mean, come on. Of course he did.
What do you think about about Agent Smith being the one? How does that make you feel?
That is a popular theory.
I don't think it's a theory. I think it's pretty much fact.
He's the anomaly.
Yeah, well, he was legit the anomaly since the first one.
No, it's interesting.
He got them feels, you know. 'Cause he was like, all the other machine guys were like, keep the Matrix normal, and Agent Smith's like, fuck girls.
No, he was a virus.
I'm gonna kill Doc. He was like Ebola. He's gonna stare at you until your eyes bleed.
He was the Matrix herpes, and that's okay.
What's up?
You want some Matrix herpes?
Yeah.
So you'll know kung fu.
Yeah, so at least then I know Kung Fu. And then I can be like, I'm a hacker.
Well, at least we brought it back to the hacking thing.
I just want a shirt that says I'm a hacker, and then when somebody asks me how, I just gonna tell them that I click refresh really fast.
I have a lot of time on my hands, and I have a lot of possible passwords. I just put them in one at a time.
I have a Rolodex, and I'm gonna hack the Matrix. I'm gonna chip my fedora whenever I'm looking through your webcam. God, I hate everything.
I can tell. All right.
Send us off.
Well, thanks for listening, everyone. If you like what you heard, please rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we'll have a new one out soon. But until next time, see you later.
Bye.